Hi, welcome to the She Moves Mountains podcast. This is your host, Kamala Murphy. Thanks for joining us today as we talk about some of the juicy stuff we women experience that makes this life journey truly amazing. You know, the nitty-gritty, the love, the loss, the falling down and rising up, the getting lost and finding our way again. To our hearts, our happiness, and to the awareness that we can and do move mountains. Thank you for joining.
Hi, this is Kamala. Welcome to this episode of She Moves Mountains podcast. Most of you probably know the song Big Yellow Taxi, Joni Mitchell, and there's a line in it that goes, "Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone?" I think that phrase is true in so many areas of our lives. But for women, one of the places that we probably don't really think about or talk about is our perception of our beauty as we age, because it's uncomfortable to talk about. It's so superficial, right? Well, I know that a couple of years ago, I had gone to a business conference, and in the past, I was always sort of in the middle of the pack as far as age. But in this one conference, I'd looked around the room and, I was one of the older women. And I sort of tucked that in my mental case there. But when I went up to my hotel room and had gone to the restroom and was just sort of, combing my hair again, I looked in the mirror. And granted, the hotel lighting, it's not very good. But anyway, I'm looking in the mirror and I thought, oh, wow, I'm not young and pretty anymore. And even now, it felt like I got kicked in the gut for a couple of reasons. One, I'm not young and pretty anymore. And two, that mattered to me. And I think it matters. Our value as women has oftentimes been equated with how we look. I don't know a single woman who doesn't want to be appreciated or thought beautiful about some aspect of how she looks or who she is. I think most of us want to be seen as beautiful in some regard. And some of us who actually, it's been an advantage to be good looking. Sometimes we have childhood wounds that told us that we didn't matter. And when we began to be acknowledged for being pretty, it felt like we had value then, that we did matter, that someone noticed that we were good looking. So it gave us a sense of value. And inside, we can know that we have other value, that we're bright, that we're capable, all of these other things. Those of us who are baby boomers, especially, grew up on Disney tales and Disney princesses, and in a time where women's beauty was really one of the most important things, that and her ability to have children. So it's, in a way, it's deeply ingrained. It wasn't really a choice. It was the culture that we grew up in, that beauty and looks are really, really important. That's how women are valued. And when those looks change, it feels like a loss. You can know that, yes, you've still got sparkling eyes or great cheekbones or a great smile or whatever, and you're not young and pretty anymore. And we don't want to talk about it, but it feels like it's a loss. And I know for me, I don't want to talk about that. I'll talk about it with my girlfriends about how things are sagging or the lines are showing up. But it seems like such a superficial problem. It's like, oh, poor me. I'm not young and pretty anymore. It's like, really? Get over yourself. But the truth is, there is a grief, and it's okay to acknowledge it. As we do that, we're shining a light on, all the crazy beliefs that we might have and thoughts and the culture and all of that. And we're shining the light on it, and we can tell the truth. Because the truth is, the outer looks are important in some regard, and we want to take good care of ourselves. And, as I mentioned before, it's the body temple. So taking really good care of our physical being and also our spiritual beings, because that's, in my opinion, that's where the true beauty is, the light that shines through. I think that's what we're going for. When your inner light is on, when you're feeling fabulous, that's what shines through. That's the beauty that never fades. I really want to be helping women honor the process of grieving this loss and really being able to tap into a new sense of value. That's why flambe is so important to me, because feeling like $1,000,000 and having that, your pilot light really lit, it's just so important, because as we're aging, we still have so much more to give and to share and be excited by and be able to contribute, to claim our value that has not so much to do with the beauty that we may have leaned on in the past. As we really steep in the beauty that never fades and just gets brighter and more beautiful, in my opinion. I would love to have more conversations about beauty and aging and what it means and how we can thrive in this new way of looking at ourselves. I think it's a topic that many of us grapple with. So wouldn't it be great to have it out in the open and be talking about it, shining that light on it, so it's something that we don't have to hide about or be ashamed about? Because I know one of the things for me is that if I'm talking about beauty and aging, it triggers my fear of appearing vain. And I don't know about you, but vanity was not okay in my world. But what if it's just an appreciation and honest talk about good looks and beauty and value? If that's a conversation you'd like to have or participate in, I'll leave my contact information in the show notes. I hope you'll reach out and let's connect and talk. I think this can be really a juicy topic for women of a certain age. So thank you for joining me today, sending you love and blessings. Go do something that lights you up inside and feel fabulous. Take care Bye for now.
You've been listening to the She Moves Mountains podcast, coming to you every week. If you're a woman who wants to move mountains in your own life, please make sure to subscribe or follow this podcast. And if you've laughed or gotten teary or smiled knowingly thinking, oh yeah, that's me too, please go ahead and rate the episode with 5 stars. It'll be a feel-good thing to do. Thanks a bunch. Lots of love and blessings to you. This is Kamala signing off. Until next week. Take care.